Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Saturday to everyone. Hope everyone out there is doing good, awake, making things happen, getting ready to put in work or already putting in work. Hopefully your mind is in the right place. And if it's not, then we're going to try and help put it in the right place with this message here. Good morning, Mr. Calloway. Still in the Jocko book. Again, kind of this chapter here, this little message here is pretty tough. It's kind of one of those ones where it's like, man, do I share this one or how do I go about it or whatever, because it's really, really tough for a lot of people, including myself. So just give me 1 second here. So let's go ahead and get started. This chapter here out of the Jocko book is it's called Death, and kind of wondering, was like, man, how does that motivate? How does that normally I kind of bring some mental vitamins and bring some fire and upbeat kind of stuff, and then just the word death alone is really tough to just kind of take in, and you just kind of think of a lot of things. And so let me go ahead and read it, and then I'll go ahead and break it down. Good morning, Mr. Lund. All right, so death. But how does good apply to the worst of losses? The death of a loved one. It is easy to think that there is nothing good in death. But then I remember the people I have lost throughout my life, the memories of them, the experiences, the fun, their unique personalities, and everything they gave me, not only in their life, but in their death, what their life taught me and what their death taught me. The mark they have left on me, and I realize there is good. Even in death, there is good. First of all, I was lucky to have had that person in my life, even if it was only for a short time, too short of a time. At least I got that. Those precious moments, those unforgettable memories, at least I got those and got to experience those times. To know the beauty of their personality, their attitude, their outlook on the world, they were all unique, and I am thankful for the opportunity I had to interact with them. Now comes death. Death is horrible, and death is wrenched, and death is cruel, and death isn't fair, for sure. Death is not fair. And I don't know why the best people seem to be taken from us first, which that's real talk. Death is also inescapable. There is no way out. No one gets out alive. Death is part of life. Like the contrast between the darkness and the light. Without death, there is no life. And the people that I have lost, they taught me that. They taught me how precious life is, how blessed we are to have every day, to learn, to grow, to laugh, to live every day with purpose and passion. Here's where the positive part comes in, right? To live every day with purpose and passion, to wake up in the morning to be thankful. Thankful for that morning, thankful for that opportunity to go into the world and live for them. This is the good stuff I like right here. Live for them. For those who don't have the opportunity, for those who were stolen away by death's cruel hand, for them, I will live. I will revere their memory, and I will live. So let us cry no more. Let us mourn no more. Let us remember, but let us not dwell. Instead, let us laugh and love, and let us embrace and venerate everything that life is and every opportunity it gives us. Let us live for those who live no more. Let us live to honor them. Morning, Luis. Morning, Mr. Edgar. Yeah, I think everyone at some point or another, has all lost a loved one at some point or another, friend, family member. And, for those that love animals like me, pets, I've lost 3 of my boxers already. So, and that last one I lost was really, really tough because it was the way he passed away. He was like in a lot of pain, and that was really tough for me to deal with. And I would show you, but he's on the screensaver on the phone that I'm using to record this. So, I actually got all 3 dogs on my screensavers. So I got 2 phones I carry, and every time I turn one on, their pictures pop up and stuff like that. So those are tough because I'm used to that. My dog, Samurai, his name was Samurai, he would get up every morning. Like right now, he would be right here by my feet. He would be wherever I went. As soon as I hopped up out of bed, 6 a.m. class to teach jiu-jitsu, it doesn't matter. The guy was, the dog was right there by my feet, man. So the other dogs I have, they don't do that. They don't have that same response. I get out of bed, they stay in bed and they sleep, But the other one I had, man, that dog was right there. Wherever I went, he was with me. And these other ones, like I said, man, they're knocked out. They're still sleeping, so they're not waking up. But it's tough sometimes to think about that. But I just got to remember the good times that I had, with my man Samurai there. I can go into a lot of different family members. I've lost quite a few aunts to cancer. I've lost my grandparents on my mom's side. My grandfather was, he was a big, strong, tough individual. Just his presence alone, I guess you would, when you walk in the room or, you would, if you were goofing off or being silly as a kid, you would straighten up right away because of the fear and the respect factor that you had for him. I miss that presence. I miss, when I was around him, just the aura that he had around him and what he brought to him. I like that presence a lot. And I miss that. I miss the handshake he would give me. He was a big man, so he would give me a handshake when I'd walk in, and he'd crush my hand and stuff like that. So and the list goes on. My grandfather, he was a businessman. He owned him and my grandmother. She was tough too. She was tough as nails, man. And both of them together, like I said, you walked in, you were a kid playing around, goofing off. That stuff had to stop with the quickness, or you were about to get it, And we got whoopings back then, man. There wasn't like they are today. There was no timeout, you know what I mean? Like you knew you was about to get the business if you weren't straightened up, But I think about them a lot. I run I have my business, and I think a lot of that has to do with them. Being business owners for, I think, 50 years, something like that. They were in the community for a very, very long time. And then I can go into, I got a couple friends that passed away, Mike and Oscar. I think about them a lot. Every day, certain things would happen. And, I asked myself, well, what would they do, or what would their reaction be, or what would their reaction be to my reaction to the way I'm acting to this situation? You know what I mean? And that would help me straighten up real fast as well, because, being around those individuals as a kid growing up, couldn't be no punk, you couldn't be, couldn't be soft, couldn't have a weak mindset, weak attitude. So, you had to, you either had to straighten up real quick, or, you'd probably lose some friends real quick and not be able to hang around the crew. So, that applies to me, like right now with everything that's going on, or just anything that's happened in the past with a lot of things, a lot of situations, where people try to do things, to me or whatnot, or to my business. When I feel a certain way, I would just think about them and be like, okay, what would their reaction be? Obviously, the answer is really fast. Like I know how they would react, and I have to stop feeling the way I'm feeling and being the way I'm being, so that, I could still have that same respect, because I still respect the way they were with me, even though they're no longer here. And so those kind of things help me through a lot of things. So yeah, this message is pretty tough. I know quite a few people personally lately that lost some family members, their parents, stuff like that. It's tough, it's tough to lose anyone. But this stuff here breaks it down really good. You got to remember their memories, and somehow put that in perspective to where you can use that as a way to fight, to not only honor their memory, and still try to make them proud of you, because they're still watching over you, but to, to live every day with a purpose and a passion, and to wake up in the morning and to be thankful. Every day I wake up, before I do these messages, I say a little prayer. I give thanks for everything I got, and I ask for strength to be able to do what I need to do, along with handle other people's problems, because again, a lot of people message me and they let me know what's going on in their life. And me as a coach, I got to take on a lot of other people's pains, so I do. Every morning I get up and I give thanks for the things that I have, but then I also ask for the strength that I need to get through what I need to get through, but also to have the strength to handle other people's pains and try to help them through whatever it is that I can help them with, their situations. So yeah, this is tough. It's tough to talk about, get a little emotional talking and thinking about certain individuals. Sometimes it's hard, but, I can definitely relate to this chapter a lot in a lot of different ways, to where I know in the past, I'm thinking about certain individuals that have passed throughout my life, and how can I, like this thing says here, how can I still honor them and still make them proud in a way by doing the things that I'm doing, to move forward and stuff like that. So, if that's you out there, you're in some pain, you're hurting, find a way to find some good in the memories and the things they taught you, the last that you had and stuff like that, and use it as fire to push forward and make some things happen. Because like it says, we can't escape this. It's inescapable. I think about this, share a little something with you. There's times a lot, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or what, but I think about it a lot. Like, death is something that's a huge motivator for me, because I don't know how much longer I have, so I'm trying to do as much as I can. It's like a race, I'm racing to do as much as I can before the time is up. And the scary thing about it is you just don't know when time is up. I have no idea. There is no indication. There's no clock. There's no like, hey man, you got 5 years, you got 10 years, you got 20 years. You could live another 40 years. I don't know. So every day, I feel guilty, that my guilty conscience, takes over. And if I'm being lazy and I'm not getting things done, I'm like, man, I can't get that time back. And what if today is the last day? What if today is the last day? Hopefully it's not, but what if it is? What did I get done today? What did I accomplish? Who did I help? What goals did I achieve and stuff like that. And that mindset and that motivator alone has helped me accomplish so many things and go so many places. I used to be scared to get on a plane and go places and fly all over the place. No, I'm not. I've been all over the world. I've traveled to so many countries and been to so many places numerous times that, I'm very thankful for those. But the fear of death has really helped push me over that edge to just keep going and keep moving and keep making things happen, so that, I don't miss out. So anyways, tough message today, but it's a really good message to where I think everyone can relate to it. And yeah, right here, live every day with purpose and passion. Wake up in the morning and be thankful. Be thankful for the morning. Be thankful for the opportunity to go into the world and live. So make it happen today, guys. Go out there and live, and make a great day, great weekend out of it. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.